Hey guys, Matt here. So welcome to today's topic. Today's topic is how to give yourself an ultimate advantage to create your personal brand. How to give yourself an unfair advantage. Now, this term, personal brand, was totally alien to me. I didn't know a thing about that just a couple of years back. But many a times life takes you through the school of hard knocks, and that is what my story is really all about. And then I steadily started building my own personal brand. And it doesn't matter whether you are a 9 to 5 professional, whether you are into the expert category in terms of author, coach, consultant, advisor, or whether you are a solopreneur, online business owner, or whether you are like a brick and mortar business owner. Doesn't matter. Personal branding is the necessity of today's time, and we are living in 2020 today. And this term personal branding was first originated by Tom Peters. He was the first one who wrote the article on personal branding back in 1995. Now, if you don't know Tom Peters, I would highly encourage you to dig in a little bit. He is one of the most influential figures when it comes to thought leadership, technology, business process improvement, so on and so forth. So fast forward 2020, after 25 years back, today personal branding has become quite a rage, so it doesn't matter whatever profession that you may belong to, right? Whatever niche that you may belong to. So you could be musician, you could be a 9 to 5 job seeker, you could be into the mortgage industry, financial industry, insurance, you could be efficiency organizer, health and wellness, yoga, whatever industry that you may belong to. Personal branding is the necessity of today's time. And just to give you a little bit of more analogy, right? There is what is called red waters and blue ocean. You might have heard about this terminology. That would you like to swim into the shark infested red waters, or would you like to create your own blue ocean? And to me, personal branding allows you to create blue ocean, your own blue ocean that no one can touch, because you are unique in many regards. And what it is basically, rather than competing on prices, right, which becomes point of no return. When you start to get into the price wars, right, it becomes point of no return. And that's why it is very important that you create your own blue ocean category. And personal branding is your ticket in many ways to create your own blue ocean in many ways. So I have two definitions from Jeff Bezos and Seth Godin in terms of what is brand, right? So as per Jeff Bezos, you might have heard about this. Your brand is what people talk about you when you are not in the room. He's saying that your brand is what people talk about you when you are not in the room. And Seth Godin who is yet another influential figure, one of the most followed authority figures on social media. Per him, his definition is a brand is a set of expectations, memories, stories, relationships that when put together, when taken together, it accounts for buyer's decision to pick and choose one product or one service over another. So if you read in between the lines, right, none of them they are talking about how much you should be charging in terms of your offer, in terms of your products and services. They are all talking about subtle factors in terms of what kind of perception, what kind of impressions you are able to create, that you are working alongside with your business colleagues, peers, so on and so forth, right? So I have my own take on personal branding, so I came up with my own definition. So personal branding to me is all about your authority, your credibility, your promise that you are able to make in terms of who you are, what do you do, who do you do it for, why do you do it, what do you want to be known as, and then what do you want to be known to, right? So all those things, when you marry that together with Seth's and Jeff's definition, I think that to me is personal branding, because they are talking about little bit abstract, and I wanted to kind of dig in little bit at like 10-foot level in terms of how do you really go about that, right? So this is my take, and no offense to them, they are one of the most revered figures. I look at them very highly, but I wanted to kind of put my spin on that as well. So I have what is called know, like, trust model. You must have heard about that. People like to do business with the people that they know, like, and trust, and that is where personal branding allows you to create that connection, that chemistry via know, like, trust model. So there's another one, Google narrative, and what it is basically, as you know, Google is the go-to search engine, right? It is the biggest, it is the largest, and when it comes to Google, it processes about 3.5 billion search queries per day. So just take a look at its traction in terms of its reach and engagement, right? So it is the go-to engine. And have you ever noticed that people will always try to check you out first before they ever pick up the phone or before they ever start to do business with you? This is because they start to discover, they try to look for that personal brand in terms of who you are, what do you do, what is that you are doing on social media, via your website, all those impressions. Google is the one that allows you to assemble all those impressions in terms of your social media presence, your website authority, so on and so forth. So Google narrative is very important. That is where people discover you first. That is why it is very important that you should get discovered on the first page of the Google, because the first page of the Google drives 71% of the entire world's web traffic results. So that is why it is very important that you should have a strong, robust, captivating personal brand on the Google. And how do you really go about creating your personal brand, right? So if you are just starting, here is a quick 5-step approach, because I like to keep things simple. So the first one is branded website, and what I mean by that is you need to create attention-getting, captivating, direct response website that allows you to fully express about you, your caliber, your subject matter expertise. Because when you take a look at the personal brand, right, you're not just a business owner. At the same time, you could be a mom or a dad, or in my case, I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm also a musician, I'm also a non-profit founder. So I wear different hats depending on the role that I'm trying to play. So it gives you immense potential, immense opportunity to create your personal brand that allows you to stay in control rather than getting dictated by what other people are thinking about you in terms of their perception. So personal branding allows you to remain in the driver's seat. So this is a 5-step approach, right? Create your branded website, because website gives you full authority, full control to express about your niche, your authority, your personality characteristics, so on and so forth. Unlike social media, which are basically rented channels, and you have to abide by their norms, their protocols, their rules, their regulations. So website is a must-have tool. Second one is pick certain social media channels. Don't try to build your presence everywhere to begin with. My recommendation is that pick 1 or 2 channels that you are comfortable with. So that could be a Facebook or LinkedIn. Or if you are good on camera, you might want to stick to YouTube, right? Or if you are a good communicator, think about being a podcaster. So try to pick and choose 1 or 2 channels that you are comfortable with, where you think you can grasp in terms of how you want to exude your personal brand. Number 3, think about your target audience in terms of your prospects, leads, your customers, because that is how you're going to start creating purposeful content that will allow you to talk about your target audience's pain points, challenges, likes, dislikes. As a part of personal brand, it will allow you also to talk about your different hats that you wear, right? Because as I said earlier, personal brand is really sum total of all those impressions, all those experiences, all those expectations or perception that you are creating on social media when somebody searches you on the Google, right? So start creating purposeful content and then finally become a problem solver. And how do you do that? Is by giving first, and you have to provide massive value. You need to start entering into the conversation that are going into your target audience's mind. You need to become an educator, you need to become a trainer, you need to become a value giver, and that is how you're going to build the trust. So you may be a good person by nature, but unless and until you become a problem solver, you won't be able to generate trust. You won't be able to allow your customers to raise hands to come to you. So that's in a nutshell. I hope you got some gist out of that. So I covered today the definition of personal branding from Jeff Bezos, Seth Godin, what it is, what is the necessity. I also talked about Tom Peters, right, who's one of the original pioneers in terms of starting to talk about personal branding. I gave my take. I talked about the know, like, trust model, Google narrative, 5-step process. So the exercise for you today is take a quick inventory in terms of whether you have captivating website with a lot of call to actions, lead generation capability, with freebies, lead magnets, all those nice things that will allow visitors to raise their hands, and it will allow them to opt in to your lot of freebies on the website. Pick certain social media channels, analyze how you are building your presence today, and what kind of tweaks are necessary, right? Number 3, think about your target audience in terms of market, message, medium, right? Who is your target market? What is your branding message? And what kind of medium you are trying to go after, right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is start creating purposeful content, conscious content, intent-based content that allows you to not only talk about your own personality, your own characteristic, but also it allows you to start talking about your target audience's pain point, challenges, likes, dislikes, all those nice things, right? And then finally, think about how you are adding value to your own target audience. So signing off, if you need any help with any of these, feel free to revert back. I'm just a call away. You can reach me at 201-819-0894. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.